Dear brothers and sisters, during the Great Lent, we focus on separating ourselves from this world. We focus on the words of the Lord, who said that you are in this world, but you don't belong to this world. Okay? And he said that my kingdom is not from this world. Okay? This separation, this spiritual distancing from this world, what does it mean? What does it mean? How do we feel it? How do we make sure that we are not part of this world, which is in deception, which is in illusion, which is going on this path to destruction? Okay, it's driven by the spirit of Cain and the spirit of Babylon, which I've talked about in other videos. How do we make sure that we are not part of it? We will see that for us to separate, to distance ourselves from this, we have to be on guard of our own soul, and on guard of also this reliance on someone else. Because very often Christians, Orthodox Christians, they would think, well, the church is fine, the church is going in the right way, so we have the bishops, we have the monks, we have the clergy, they will make sure that we're going in the right direction. I just have to do what I'm supposed to do, be part of this church, okay, participate in some services, and that will be fine. Okay, and this brings us to spiritual relaxation and blindness, because for us to be on guard, we have to have this experience of spiritual warfare on the individual level. We need to feel this every day. If we don't feel this warfare, this struggle with this Pharaoh, with this enemy, which is also in ourselves, if we don't feel this struggle with our passions on every day, on daily basis, then probably we have lost. Okay, we're already out of the struggle, we're out of the equation. We are slaves of some kind of deception and delusion. Okay, so today I want to share with you some thoughts on how to distance ourselves, how to separate ourselves from this world which is going into perdition, which is rushing. It's not just going there; it's rushing there. It's running there. Okay, this mystery of lawlessness has developed, and people are now craving for Antichrist. Okay, it may sound like alarmist or even paranoia to some of you, but the world, including the so-called Christians and even some Orthodox Christians, are craving for Antichrist. Can you believe that? Okay, but to see that, and we don't want to accuse anyone. Okay, we don't want to say that we are best and we are better. As a matter of fact, we need to understand that we are worse than anyone who is Cainite or Babylonian. We are much worse than them, and only through this humbleness we might be able to see what's the true state of our soul and of this world in general. Okay, and it will be like a very, very bad shape. Okay, we will discover that it's in a bad shape. Okay, so first of all, we need to understand that this world, the prince of this world, is using some kind of deception to deceive people. So it has to make this evil, this darkness, seem as though it's something pretty, something interesting. So it has to make a good promotion, put it in some kind of packaging which is attractive. Okay, and he's quite successful in that. So for example, you will see those boutique stores and all those nice cars and products and whatever, supermarkets full of stuff. Okay, it seems like, okay, abundance and so many different brands you have this and that, and people are buying, and people have those trolleys with stuff, shopping. Okay, now this sounds nice, but behind that you can discover how much pain there is behind it. Both the pain of producing all this junk, okay, like tons of this junk, producing in some factories, using child labor, using I don't know, 16-hour work days and other stuff, okay, working on Sundays, etc. It's quite bad, okay. Okay, we also see that in order for people to shop so much, they need to get this money from somewhere, and they use all kinds of deceit, all kinds of ugly behavior to make that money, to sometimes steal that money. Okay, it's full of dirty, behavior. And when people are motivated by this shopping desires, usually they have family struggle, okay, and they are trying to cheat each other in the family, okay, and they have quarrels all the time. Husband, wife, children with parents. Okay, people don't trust. There are these social studies that say that now people don't trust anyone, comparing to like some years ago. Okay, they don't trust not people on the street, not people in the same class or same cultural group. They don't even trust relatives, people whom they live with, whom they are in the one boat with. People don't trust. They lose all the trust. They become just for myself. Okay, everything outside is enemies. Okay, I have to. This is the spirit of Cainite. Okay, developed to its utmost. Okay, this the kind of atomization. So this is what is behind those things. Okay, we see let's say nice restaurants. Okay, with all these menus, with all stuff that is therein. Okay, just buy this, buy that. Okay. So much thing, you want Chinese food, you want European food, Mexican, whatever. It seems to be so nice, but later go to the hospital and you'll see how many people have all kinds of problems with their health because of overeating, eating unhealthy. People have diabetes, people have Alzheimer's, people have all kinds of dementias, most of it because of unhealthy diet, because of gluttony, because of willingness to eat more. So the farmers, they produce this cheap and unhealthy crops, etc. You see those nice parties, okay, people partying and having fun, young people and all kinds of show and music and stuff like that. But later, after you see all that nice picture, go and see how many people do abortions. Okay, how many chopped small babies are out there in those hospitals, in those buckets full of blood. Okay. See how many overdose just in United States. In 1 year there are like 80,000 to 100,000 overdose deaths, not counting those killed in a car crash or suicide or something else because of drugs. Okay, just the overdose. There is like 100,000 people each year. That's like a war. Big war going on. Okay, for what? For having fun. How many people have alcohol problem? Okay, and this is, you can continue. All those ugly stuff that comes out of it. It's endless. Okay, You can see those offices, nice buildings, some companies doing business, seems so nice. But if you look behind it, there will be all kinds of deceit, all kinds of betrayal, even murders, okay? Just for money, just for business purposes, okay? Nothing personal, just business. No, there's so much ugliness behind all that. Okay, so this is it's not that difficult to poke that nice picture that the world has to present. And of course, you can tell me that it's not everything is like that. Okay, yes, like that rich man who was celebrating brightly every day. Yes, he didn't feel any bad outcomes out of these celebrations, all the way until he died and he was thrown into hell and was in tortures there. Okay, so yes, not always we have some retribution in this world for the evil that there is, but there will be great retribution in the world to come. Okay, so it's not difficult to poke all these promos, you know, all these nice offerings that the prince of this world has to offer. But the more difficult part is when we come to what is going on in the church. Okay, and now I'm talking about the Church of Christ. I'm not talking about those heretical groups which have apostasy all over. Okay, it's deceit all over, spirituality, dogmatics, everything. Now I'm talking about the true Church of Christ, where there is also plenty of hypocrisy. Okay, and all kinds of stuff. We have nice processions with so many priests. It all looks so nice, but behind it you can find so much strife and all kinds of tension between priests and bishops because of money, because of this or that. Okay, if you know what's going on behind it, you'll be frightened. Okay, and that doesn't mean that the church is fake. That means that, okay, the spirit of this world is trying to grasp even the church. And if we're not aware of that, sorry, we will just go to hell, okay? Because we don't know how to fight the evil. We are over-relying on some other people. We think that just some priests, they can take responsibility. No, the fight has to go through our heart. We are at the front lines of this struggle with evil. Every one of us, everyone who decided to follow Christ. So it's not to accuse anyone, okay? I'm much worse than all those priests, okay, and clergy and bishops. However, we need to humble ourselves in order to find that basis. And that basis that we can find will be the union with the living God. That will be the union with the living Christ and belongingness to the kingdom of heaven, and not putting any trust in this world, even in the institutions of the church. But our trust will be with the Lord, and that way we'll see what it means to be part of the body of Christ, being within the earthly church, okay? The true Catholic and Apostolic Church, which is the Orthodox Church. But just to become formally a member of it doesn't guarantee me anything, okay? And we see, because of that lack of discretion, that lack of separation from this world, we have church members and bishops slipping into politics, into supporting whatever. Some support patriotism, some support the so-called democracy, liberalism, and other agenda. Okay, being all in that agenda, in that narrative of this world. Okay, just watching TV like everyone else and being brainwashed like everyone else. As soon as we lose that consciousness that we're not in this world. We don't belong to this world, okay? We are in it, but we are strangers here, okay? So to sum up, we can say that this world, because it chose to follow the prince of this world, which is Satan, it is going on the path to self-destruction. This is why, no matter what it is, at the end of the day, it's self-destroying itself, okay? Be it in the those authoritarian or third world countries, developing countries, that would be exploitation, dictatorship, fascism, all kinds of poverty, a lack of medicine, okay, the whole system in those countries. And it will be also brainwashed about consumption, okay, consumerism, okay, egoism, okay, materialistic things, okay. It will be full of that in those countries. And similar things in the so-called developed countries, it will be a bit different. There we'll have more of sodomites. We'll have those ecumenist paranoia, those you know, movements of merging like all religions together. It will be much more in those countries. There will be all kinds of consumption, okay, because they can afford more, so they consume more, and you know, that destroys their lives, their souls, okay, their bodies, okay. It will be self-destroying. Both of these types. There are many types, of course, but at the end of the day, the world, we need to understand that this world is not anymore just full of temptations. No, it's the whole modus of existence of this world is self-destruction. If you want to become part of this world, you will be destroying yourself and your family and your soul and your future. It will be self-destructive, okay, if you choose to be with this world. So now during the Great Lent is the time for us to make this choice, okay, to have it so clear in front of us, okay. We either choose this or that. I either choose the mammon, I choose myself, I choose selfishness, I don't know, actualization, some ambitions I have, comfort, I don't know. Or I choose Christ. I choose self-sacrifice. I choose the kingdom of heaven. I choose righteousness. Okay, I fight with that. And you will see when this choice will be so clear to you, it's either this or that, you will see this struggle. That will be the struggle of your old self pulling you always towards that evil. Sometimes it's stronger, sometimes it's less, but it will be there, okay? On most days, okay? I think almost every day you'll feel that, okay? You will feel that struggle within yourself. If this choice becomes, okay, you have this awareness of this choice and it becomes clear to your internal eyes, okay, you begin to awaken and you are walking this narrow path to salvation, which is going to be thorny, is going to be tough, but it will bring you great joy and consolation and peace with the Lord. So let us, brothers and sisters, let us make this choice. Let us use these holy days of the Great Lent to shake away anything, all illusions, okay, all deceptions of the devil, and walk firmly on this path of salvation. Okay, may the wisdom of the Lord, His grace, His peace, His self-sacrifice, His full commitment to the will of God the Father be with every one of you, brothers and sisters. God bless.